So, okay, you're in the master bedroom, sparsely decorated, but with some
Mm.
notable artwork. In that closet, and in the chest of drawers, you find some socks, underwear, and a few T-shirts.
Mm.
Probably the photo that you looked at, 5x7. This one in particular looks like it was from the early 1980s. We'll say 1982. Um, really not much else of interest. You looks like the bed has been um, made neatly. It's probably been looked over by the authorities at some point.
Hmm. I'll ask Ova if um were all of these rooms already picked clean by the authorities?
Yes, yes, I saw them um, leave with many boxes. I was doing,
Hmm.
how you say, surveillance at the time.
Okay. Uh, is there anything in this closet over here? I'm looking in here.
Several suits on hangers. Look like a tall, thin, angularly built man may wear them. In the far right of the closet, a couple of sets of those like rubber overalls that you would wear when you're fly fishing, and some wading boots. Those hip waders.
Hmm.
They look like
Wow.
they've been immaculately cleaned. They don't smell at all like fishy or briny. But you can roll a notice roll if you would be kind enough to.
Yes, please. Oh yeah.
One of the boots stands out to you as not necessarily being for wading or fishing. And indeed, it seems to be a pair of Nazi era hobnailed boots, like the shiny military boots that they would wear when, like, what do they call that march? Duck marching?
Yeah,
The
the high
yeah, the high
stepping.
stepping. Very odd.
Oh. And these are stashed here by these weird the fishing stuff.
Yeah, they're like in and amongst two other pair, perhaps a pair in the middle among three pair of like waders or high boots. And I guess they looked enough like waders that whoever came in to examine just did a cursory look and didn't really see it. And I would like another notice roll.
Sure. Oh yeah. Holy smokes, double the raise.
Wow! In one of the suit jackets, in the interior pocket, you find a human tooth with a gold
Mm.
filling.
Oh,
Oh dear friends. Oh, I found a thing.
Ahuva is behind you, and she says, "You have remarkable powers of observation." And she says, "All of you. I did not
Ah,
see that."
look, there's some Nazi boots over here, and there's a filling.
oh no, I can't hear anyone anymore.
Uh-oh.
Oh,
Turn up your volume.
turn up the volume. Turn up the volume.
Not this again.
We hear you. And
Yeah.
I think in the chat, I will say we hear
Hello, friend.
you.
Can you hear us now?
We hear you.
Hello.
We hear you.
Oh,
And
she
then
froze?
I'll make the universal
No.
sign. Make the universal sign for pump up the volume.
Fixed it. Fixed it.
There you go.
Hello.
Hi.
We hear you.
Hello. Wonderful. Yay.
We could hear you before, but you couldn't hear us.
No, I had to fix that.
You see,
That's okay.
I had to bring up the gremlins. I must have done some minor
You
summoning
summoned them.
spell,
You
and
jinxed it.
I did. I
Yeah,
summoned the gremlins.
Bad Dean.
I know those.
you just caught Shep's curse. That's what
Uh,
happened.
And in fact, on that note, when
Infectious. Goddamn.
when Ava mentions the hobnailed Nazi boots, Ahuva also utters in her Israeli, her Hebrew tongue, something that had to be some sort of a curse or a statement similar to that.
Yeah, so
Mhm.
there's things here, and I also found this, which I think is one of the things that we should probably have at hand. Cause yeah, gold filling this no bueno, friends, no bueno.
Ah, if the tooth is from someone who is dead, it is of no value other than the material. It looks like gold.
Mm,
This is something we are definitely keeping for our own investigations.
Ah, it is
This is spiritual work.
it is not what I seek. You are welcome to it. I will pray for the poor unfortunate who it belonged to, hoping that he or she found rest.
Hopefully they will now. Is there anything else that stands out in this closet, like this tooth?
Now, after doing this, you give all the pockets,
Mm-hmm.
both the lapel pockets and the internal pockets, pretty thorough pat and down. Probably some pair of dress pants folded up over certain hangers. We'll say that on the bed is another one of those sort of steno pads and an ink pen with a lid on it, just laying on the bed as if someone meant to start categorizing these items and hasn't quite yet made it up this far yet.
Mm,
mm. Okay.
nothing else than here.
She says, probably someone was ready to write down underwear and socks when they were called from another room. Come witness. She'll sort of glide out.
Let's go see what she has to show us.
And
Oh,
she Ahuva is quite an attractive um, young woman, mid to late 20s, but she does have the bearing definitely of someone that's had um, fairly extensive military training.
yes. I respect a woman with a gun. Military training. That is good to have on our side. What else is?
She says,
Oh, is this the balcony bit over
that is,
here?
that is the railing that overlooks that 15-foot by 5-foot tiled area 1 floor below. So you could jump over that dotted railing and end up back down on the first floor.
Oh, okay.
You
I
would
No,
see.
thank you.
you would hurt yourself, but
Don't want to do that, but good to know.
she says, you Americans, you have you have 3 guns to every citizen, but so few of you know how to use them safely. She shakes her head.
Mm,
I do not own a gun. This doesn't count.
This doesn't count.
Upstairs guest room. It is richly furnished. A king-sized 4-poster bed. Looks plush. A large wooden desk. A chest of drawers. And again, these are paintings. 4 Nazi-era paintings that have all been taken off their hooks and rest up against the wall at a gentle angle, right below where they would have been on their hook. The first is Adolf Hitler at the Nuremberg rallies, surrounded by crowds of adoring fans, worshippers, followers. A second work portrays Heinrich Himmler standing with his arms folded atop of a golden symbol of an Egyptian Ankh. And Hoover would say, more of the Egypt, more of the Egypt. The Nazis used mythology of the Egyptians heavily in their beliefs and their artwork. Again, more Egyptian. She points at the gold ankh that Himmler is standing
Oh.
atop. She said, "It is,
Mhm.
it is, how you say, common, prevalent is the word, in their art." Another
Very.
painting, is a sad painting. It depicts the face of a bearded man, with Jewish features, um, looking up as he burns in hell.
Oh.
Flames rise around him, and his expression is one of pain and horror. And finally, the last painting is of Heimglimmer, Frank Mans himself, wearing his SS uniform and kissing the Nazi flag.
Oh boy.
And in case I haven't shared, I will share how he appears in this picture and any of the other Nazi era photos, just so you can put
Mhm.
a nasty face with the name. And I will share that record.
Whoa.
Yep,
Mm.
that's very Nazi.
Austere.
That's very Nazi.
What else do I say? He has a keeps a picture of himself kissing the Nazi flag.
Mhm.
That's
Very
very Nazi.
austere, angular, hawk-like features. Just eyes that exude evil, little pricks of darkness that glare out from the visage. But in his
Mm.
full military attire, and yeah, that's what the fourth picture is.
Wow.
These things need to be burned.
I'll burn it. Yeah.
This closet door is a sliding door, and it leads to a closet, and the door is slid open.
Hmm.
Anything good in here?
Is there
Yeah,
fun stuff?
but I would like everyone to make a spirit roll.
Heck yeah.
Scary stuff.
Ooh.
I ain't scared of no ghosts.
Sorry,
Oh.
Dean.
Oh, over might be. Oh, goodness gracious. I have wished that I
15.
could roll some fear.
15. Well,
Sophia ain't scared of no ghosts.
Hoover rolled a 1,
Oh!
but her wild die indicates an 11, so she did not crit fail. She says, "Do any of you feel it? The eyes watch us as we walk." And you all don't get that feeling.
You have heebie-jeebies. See, I told you.
She says, "Is that a racial slur? I have
No!
your ways are odd."
No! Oh my god!
Are you trying to say that all
The
people
heebie
that look like Ava are odd? What?
Oh my god.
I do
No.
not judge you by the way that you look. I simply
Heebie-jeebies means if you feel something off, if
Creepy
you
feelings.
have some
Yeah.
strange feelings about
yes.
the
I do.
heebie-jeebies.
I do feel
I think
these,
the Nazi
as you say,
ghost.
heebie-jeebies.
You
The
have
Nazi ghost is watching her. Watching her.
No!
I would
That's no good.
I would look forward to that painting, pointing at Heimglimmer. That painting
Are
being
these
burned. Okay,
are these paintings small enough to like face down?
Absolutely. You may damage them if you have to make a hasty egress. You may step on them.
Well,
You
I
could
don't wanna
you could turn them
damage
you could turn them around and face the wall.
Shep's not touching him. He's not wearing his ninja gloves.
I mean, to be fair, we've been going in and out of rooms and touching stuff, so I think it's a little late for poor Ava.
Shep, as you walk by, the desk contains pens and papers, which don't appear to have been left by the authorities. bodies. They would appear to belong to the former occupant slash owner of this house. They aren't that same tearaway memo steno pad that you buy
Okay.
like at Staples by the box. And I'm sorry, you were going to say something?
Oh no, I was just like, okay.
Let me reorganize my dice briefly.
The
So, yeah, there's a
if they are
frame.
not tiny, we shall leave them where they are. But if they were small, like the one in the bedroom, to like just face down.
No, these are probably 1.5 to 2 feet tall, and some are a little
Mm.
thinner, some of them are a little wider, but none of them are narrower than 1.5 feet wide. Perhaps the boy looking up is the narrowest, tallest one, but none of these four would you quantify as small. Pictures, photographs, paintings. There is another small photograph on the desk of that same raven-haired woman, Jennifer Chapman, reads on the back of the photograph. If
Oh,
you
what
ta-
is
if you
that?
if you take it apart, and it is dated last year, and it's odd that she looks exactly as she did in 1975 and
She's one of
1980.
those.
Ooh.
Yeah.
She's immortal.
Shep's like, you remember that group of kids pictured from like the 60s or 40s?
I remember the keep
And
it secret,
Yes.
keep it safe.
yeah, and the fact that one of them still looks the same.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
She's one of them type things.
Oh,
Oh. That's
that's scary and also kind of cool.
This photograph has writing on the back of it, you said?
Yeah, you probably just there's like 4 little clasps on the back,
Yeah.
and you twisted them a quarter turn, and the painting falls out, or the photograph sort of falls out along with the piece of glass in your hand, and you flip over the back of the portrait, the photograph, and just like
Yeah.
most people will do to commemorate, they'll etch on, not with a pen because it will wear through
Yeah.
but just with like a soft felt tip marker down in the corner somewhere. Jennifer Chapman, 1980. She's in
Wow.
a black evening gown by herself.
What is it with her in black?
She's not aged a day,
She looks good in
friends.
black. Svelte.
The papers on top, do any of them look like maybe they belong to a storage unit, anything like
Make a notice roll at -2. No.
I went ahead and tried to be an and that was a double one, so
Oh, oh no.
what I
Um,
burned.
Oh,
as you are looking at the pads, you are trying to put the photograph back together. In other words, you have the frame, in it sets the pane of glass, and then the photograph face out, and then the backing that sort of has a felt feel to it, and perhaps the little diamond shaped flange that folds out so this painting or the photograph can sit up. You drop the whole kit and caboodle onto the surface of the desk, shattering the pane of glass, cracks into 4 pieces and a
Oh.
few little sharp, slivery shards.
Oh. No. Oh, Chip.
oh, they're gonna know we were here.
Oh.
And Ahuva says, I think not. She says, it is odd and I cannot explain it, but I think this house is soundproof. She says, for I could see individuals inside shouting at each other when they were packing up certain materials, but I could not hear the sounds their mouths make.
Oh.
Even with
Oh,
the door
that's
even with the door open, this house is how you say acoustic or dampening. Yes?
huh. That's
Mm,
concerning. Why? Why? I'm
I'm,
gonna.
I'm thinking because evil Nazi.
I mean, yeah, more
mm,
reasons for Nazisms.
evil Nazi that liked to, lure kids to his house.
Oh no. Let's. Oh gosh, that would be terrible.
This just speaks of all of the terrible things that we were all told would happen on Halloween if we didn't go and get our candy x-rayed.
Oh my
What?
gosh. Gonna go and check out this closet after helping pick up these glass pieces.
Ahuva holds up a pen. Ah, Dr. Rowinowitz. Does this name mean to you?
Rowinovitz?
Pine Box Forensics. It's a very nice pen. It's engraved. Pine Box Forensics. Dr.
Huh.
Rowinowitz.
Hmm.
Can I look at the pen?
You sure can. It's a nice pen. It's one of those ones where you twist the gold tip of it and the little nib comes out.
Ah.
And if you test like a quick scribble, um, it certainly writes very, very fluidically. It's an attractive keepsake.
Ah.
What are you doing about the
So
broken glass?
forensics
Are you
here.
just leaving it as if the photograph tipped over by itself? There's
Did it fall
probably
on the floor?
no. It landed kind of flat on the desktop.
Okay.
Just enough force to apply to just break the glass.
Okay. I thought that it had like completely fallen and chipped off entirely all over the floor.
Nope.
Nope.
Should we clean that up?
I mean, we could take the glass out of it so that it's just a glassless frame.
It's probably the first time that Ahuva's been close to you. She says, "Why you not wear gloves?"
Oh, I don't have any. I tend to just do this, and she flops the hoodie as far as it can go, and it just flops.
Over your hands, you mean?
I don't usually, yeah, like so she's got like the sleeves just hanging right out.
Uh, you notice that she is indeed wearing those latex gloves. They're kind of
No gloves.
similar to her skin tone, but she
Mm.
snaps them at the wrist and says, "Fingerprints everywhere. Maybe no matter."
Mm.
I have touched nothing.
I have touched everything. Touched the book. Well, I mean, Shep grabbed the diary. So like, oh no, me and Shep's fingerprints are in this place.
Well, he did entertain at Christmas and
Yeah.
stuff. There's reasons
I
that they
touched the
could be here.
stereo.
Who
You
was up?
touched the stereo.
I did it. Turned it off. I plugged
Yeah.
that thing.
You touched
Never
the
mind.
you turned off the switch on the power strip.
You touched the thing. So we'll clean up before we leave.
Shep just like whispers, at least they don't have our fingerprints like they do Erica's.
I can't handle criminal record. I'm an art student. I can't
Well,
handle
at least you've got somebody that would probably defend you in a court of law.
Yes,
Miss
Miss Gray.
Lisa.
Miss
Yes.
Gray. So Ahuva is on her knees. she's opening up the desk drawers, and she's like
Yeah.
tapping up on, like you open up the drawer, you reach in and you tap up underneath, and she pulls out a small red book, and she says, "Got ya,
Oh,
Berghorn, Schwarzguard, the Blackguard." And she gives it a
oh,
with her
oh.
camera. She ruffles through it a little bit, and she says, "Oh, this may be of value.
Yes,
This,"
it is.
and she waves it at you, and she says, "It does not have the information I seek, but it looks like incriminating evidence for others that associate with the devil."
Good.
Look there. That's the thing that I read about in the paper. The blackguard. Gonna
Yes.
grab it with her giant noodle hands.
I hold for now. Yes.
Ah, yeah. If you have pockets, that's fine.
She looks at her
Can you read
fatigues
it?
and she says, "I have pockets." Indeed, her outfit has many pockets.
Ava looking ridiculous with floppy hoodie sleeves, just like with this bright yellow holster. Oh man. I'm just gonna, yeah. I'm gonna go over here now and stop making a fool of myself. Hey, Shep.
You know Dr. Remwinowitz, she says.
Mm.
I remember reading about them inside of the paper when they identified this place.
Oh,
Maybe we could
maybe nothing. He could have stolen it.
stolen what? The pen?
The
And
pen from a doctor.
Mm, no, no. The thing from the paper, I'm pretty sure he was saying that they found him mummified.
Ah,
Pretty sure that's what the paper said. That they found, because if that guy's the forensics guy, they did talk about how they had discovered, I think, man's body mummified.
it is of no consequence. Probably, she adds.
Rabinovitz was the member. Blah blah blah. Reports. He's the one that reported what that Heimglimmer died. He's the one that did the autopsy.
Oh,
Right.
Oh,
odd.
okay.
Odd that he would have his pen.
Yeah.
That is very strange. If he's the one who did the autopsy, then he wasn't here then. He just.
He
Maybe
would.
they're in cahoots?
Would they have working together somehow?
Or maybe he
I don't know if that makes sense.
He would
was
not have left a
able
pen.
to. Yeah, maybe he is where the Heimglimmer's spirit went to.
I
To
hope
the
not.
doctor?
You mean possession?
Yeah.
Oh no. Oh no.
That
That's
would the pen would be a keepsake.
yeah. Can I search this closet just like I did the other one?
I will get to that in just a moment. I am copying
Uh-oh.
and pasting copious amounts of text.
E-
Doo-doo.
And she Ahuva says, in interests of transparency, yes. You have cell phone, yes.
Mm-hmm.
We do.
I will pull mine out of my bag. Little block of a cell phone.
Okay. I'm
Or maybe it's a flip phone. I don't remember.
okay. I tried to share some research text. I wonder if it popped up. Sounds like
It did.
Yes, it did.
She says, interest of transparency. You help me, I help you. She says this is it's basically she texts you the URL to a Google Doc or whatever the um, HTTPS fetch mechanism that may have existed in that day. Probably just a text download.
Yeah.
Says
Oh.
more information about our friend. She's part of what I was briefed on. Talks about Egypt and Sumeria.
Ooh. His mom may have been a witch.
Could be bad translation.
I
Say that
don't
like it's
think
a bad thing.
so.
I believe it.
Halfway through says Blackguard.
Yeah.
They
A
believed in
Sumerian goddess.
they believed in rituals to immortality, to make you live long. Hidden powers, mind control. It is thought.
Oh boy. Wow.
Talks about arriving here through Argentina after the war. Also ends with the Neo Berkholm, the Schwarzguard, the Blackguard. Uh, this book lists members. Very valuable information.
Ooh.
Root out,
Huh.
root out, and um, interrogate. She says with a smile.
Goodness gracious. This interesting information, friends.
This closet, it's a large walk-in closet.
Yes.
Men's suits and clothes on hangers fill the closet, except on the west side. There's a wall panel that's been taken off the wall, revealing a secret door, or it was a secret door, revealing a room beyond. This panel sits next to the opening. There are a few small boxes on the floor, many pairs of just beautiful, well polished shoes.
Can we see through this secret paneling?
You sure can. In fact, if you have that spell active, you can see very
Yes.
clearly.
Wonderful. Oh. Secret Nazi meeting room.
Yep.
How did we find the room?
It was already open. She says, "You see, as I say, jackpot."
Ha
Small room
Or
contains a round table, bookshelves, and a large painting of Adolf Hitler. It has been removed from the wall, and it sits down at ground level, leaning up against the wall.
secret Nazi room.
There are empty boxes everywhere in here. Empty boxes that are all the same sort of size and make, and a roll of masking tape on one of those like pistol grips that you can unroll tape, packing tape quickly and easily, and you can cut it. It's got like a little tooth edge.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Oh boy.
The bookshelves have, for the most part, been emptied. There is a small flagpole, which is in one of the corners. I don't know if it has been revealed. Maybe Shep is standing on it. I'm not sure. But I thought there
Shep,
was.
you're
I
on a
thought I
pole.
thought this map had a little dot somewhere that showed where the flagpole is. Although it doesn't really
I
matter. There is an
didn't see it.
No.
there is an empty flagpole. Maybe I erased it here when I was getting rid of the
An
grids and
empty flagpole
it,
in the corner?
the map had the room numbers and stuff like that, so I erased it. But yes, there's a flagpole with no flag.
Okay. I bet that's where they hung their Nazi flag.
It looked like there was quite a bit of written material on these shelves that has been taken. Some books remain, but they look like they've been gone over, and they're in stacks.
Hmm.
Ah,
Goodness.
secret meeting room as described in newspaper.
Yes. But so far, we've gone through this whole house and we haven't seen what you saw in your vision, Shep.
Well, that was in a garage.
He has a garage, right?
You asking me?
I
Yeah.
thought that he had a garage, right? Yeah. Next,
He has garage. I look in.
he has
Red
garage.
red Volkswagen. Beetle.
Ah, yes. That's right. Of course he's got a Volkswagen. Then perhaps we should go and check that one. Well, I don't know, because that vision was pretty scary.
Yes.
And Sophia was
Yes.
in a good place, and
No.
I don't want any bad things to happen, but
Sophia wasn't in a good place.
I
Sure, you
mean,
guys are fine.
we were still alive, according to the vision.
Uh,
We even saw her.
One of you was. You? I,
Oh,
I, I've,
we've
I've seen you, but
almost.
not. I've seen you, but I've not met you.
We didn't meet you either, but you were in his vision.
mm-hmm.
He dreamed
Ah,
about you.
more hocus pocus. She says, and she sort of wiggles her fingers, even though she's holding a gun with one.
Chip just looks at her and goes, "Maybe you should get some iron bullets, just in case."
Iron bullets.
Iron.
Cold iron bullets. No, here.
Rock salt.
I will share a little bag of salt with you. Like a grenade, you throw it at the bad ghosts.
Well, she wasn't shooting at ghosts. She was shooting at that giant evil thingy,
She
undead.
shrugs and makes no motion to
What
take the.
undead was it that you saw again, Shep?
Something that ate regular bullets like they were, oh, I don't know, annihilators.
Now and laters.
I love now and late.
They are very good, but I don't want a demon eating bullets like those.
Well, no.
The grape ones are exceptionally tasty.
Really? Maybe is there anything that's iron within the house that we could potentially find that's useful?
There was a fireplace poker in the fireplace.
Okay. Well, what if we go back downstairs? You could use the poker. Just, even if you don't believe that it's going to do anything, it's good to have at hand just in case.
It's silent.
Shep's visions are pretty on point.
She
Besides, the poker
she,
won't make a lot of noise.
she shrugs and
That's
waves her
true.
gun and says, "Ah, Sig Sauer."
No. Let's go down there. Let's go downstairs and get that cold iron. It wouldn't hurt to have something a little extra anyway.
Too warm for fire, she said.
No. We don't want to start a fire. We just want the poker.
At the mention start a fire, Sophia's eyes get wide. Fire?
I'll go and follow Shep so that we can go downstairs and be prepared.
To be fair, I think Shep is the only one here that has not started a fire that burned
No.
the building down.
I don't remember assisting in the burning of a building.
At
were
the
there.
garage.
I have made bombs.
You were in the vicinity of a fire.
I have been in the vicinity of a
You-
fire.
Threw a chemical bomb to explode and cause a fire.
It's always good to have somebody with a MacGyver edge. It's
Yeah.
always
Yes,
it's always
That's
good.
nice.
indeed. I would definitely be down to look more around the fireplace if there are any other iron objects.
Shep, you walk by Ahuva, and she has a leather
Mhm.
camera case strapped to her, like
Hmm.
across the belt that straps across her chest, and it
Yeah.
flicks 4 times as if someone rapidly depressed the "I'm taking a picture" button 4 times.
Is
And
your camera supposed to take pictures by itself?
she goes,
And Shep just walks on.
"What is this?" Duh. Takes it out, looks at it. Ah, must
You
not
feel?
must not put back right. She
Oh no!
carefully puts it back in her
They're
drawer.
See,
they're on to us.
Careless.
Shep just figures that everybody in his study group realizes that at least once a month, electronics just don't work well around him.
Mhm.
The only thing that does seems to be Erica's truck.
Figured this
Right.
is
It
normal
works
by
just
now.
as well as normal.
This is normal. It's like Shep, you gotta get your jujus up like together like this.
Is that
Can't
is
be
that
having
is that a racist term? She says.
no. Is
What?
that
It's juju.
is juju is a racist term?
You are most
No,
strange.
no.
Well,
I am not insulted. She
Israeli.
says.
You need to contain your soup.
Contain your soup. He has not let loose any soup today. I think we're okay.
Understood.
But if you do need to let loose some soup, I will not stop you. Because I appreciate you and all of your amazingness.
She says, while we are here, jocular, um, I I am sad that I have not found what I am looking for. This red book of value, but not what I need. Not the
Maybe
not the book, not the information. Could be letters, um, journals.
well,
I don't know. She shrugs.
You
Perhaps
might be
perhaps we
close.
overlook.
let's go to the garage and have a look with caution. But
Yes.
first, fireplace. I need the poker.
Oh,
Wait, someone already has a poker, don't they? The
Well,
ship?
Shep's got um the crowbar or whatever it was,
You've got
tire iron,
the long.
the
Okay, yeah.
rusty thing. Yeah.
Okay,
More iron, never heard of anyone.
yes. So I will go and check it out, see if my chemistry brain can tell that that's real iron, and then I will take it and uh pass it over to Auva. Uh, and insist that she carry it with her because I don't think any of her military stuff has iron in it, or at least not the kind of iron that we need for this. If Shep's vision comes true.
oh, she pulls out a small, like retractable, steel rod. She says, "I have club.
But is it iron?
It is hard. Iron?
Hard is not good enough. You need iron.
Hmm.
Like this. And she'll bring the poker up to her with her floppy little sleeve arms.
Make a
You
notice.
need this.
Make a notice roll, Ava.
Sure.
Where would the garage be? It's connected to the house, isn't it?
It is.
I got 5.
It when you walk by that bathroom, it is exceedingly cold. I will say it
Oh,
drops from the ambient temperature around the fireplace. You feel a cold blast that feels 40, no, 50 degrees colder.
Oh dear. Can I peer my head in?
You can make a spirit roll?
Ah, more fear.
A spirit roll, yes.
I'm
Yeah.
going to pass the iron over to Auva, and as I feel the cold air, I will go back over and poke my head over to see what I can see. No, she didn't get scared. I was hoping for it, because it seems like it'd be hilarious for some fear to go down.
Okay, so you're holding that poker in one hand. You sense the waft, that cold draft of air. You walk
Yes.
towards the bathroom. You look in. It's a small bathroom with a vanity and a toilet, a beige tile floor, and you roll a spirit roll, and you get an 11. Well, I am happy to
I
say
I wish you would have gotten scared. I'm curious to see what's rolls for these fears.
oh, there are things like you're distracted for a round, you're vulnerable for a round, you develop a phobia, a minor phobia of some type. You are shaken. Um, you see the ghost of a man looking at you from. I say a ghost. You see a reflection in the mirror that isn't you. You don't see your reflection. It's the mirror is cold and clouded around the frame, but you clearly see the visage of a middle-aged man, pale and gaunt, looking at you with curiosity and desperation
Oh,
in his eyes.
oh no! There's one! There's one! I'm gonna go in there.
What'd you find?
As she proclaims.
Make a smarts roll.
I will. Uh,
He
6.
he mouths the word Ahuva clearly
Yeah.
with that success. You can translate his soundless, imploring statement.
Ahuva. You know Ahuva. Ahuva! Ahuva! Come here!
I do not want poker, she says as she walks over.
You know, this is not the poker. This person said your name. I need you to come look at this and move out of the way and show her this mirror.
It is bathroom.
Look at the mirror.
She has spotted stuff that you didn't before. Just saying.
Yes.
Do you not see the man?
She makes a spirit roll.
I will describe to her what I just saw. It's like, you're looking for someone, right? This person knew your name.
I see mirror.
Mm, the person I saw, I'll describe them to her.
Uncle Yosef, she says. It is my uncle, Yosef.
Yes.
Yosef. She goes close and she touches the mirror with both hands. And in response, the reflection of the gaunt, sallowed complexion, hollow cheeked individual puts his two hands up. Their hands would touch were he not a
Yeah.
reflection. She cried, Uncle Yosef, is it you? How can this be?
I'm gonna gesture to Shep and Sophia. It's a ghost.
Oh,
She
They
says
know.
he is
They know her.
he he died at Bergen-Belsen. He uh, went to how you say the showers.
hmm
The Zyklon
Mm-hmm.
B gas that they used to kill um, millions of
Yes.
my people. This is as I
Yes.
remember him. Always thin. What do you need? Uncle Yosef, why are you here? This cannot be.
Yeah, Shep will
I am
stick his head in there too.
yeah.
Scooby Doo line.
Spirit must be trapped here like the
Got all the
others.
heads, 1, 2, 3. Just like in Shep's
Just
drawing.
popping. It's great.
Sure, you've seen enough and you're psychically sensitive. You see that he notices you. He turns to the side and looks at you, Shep, then he turns back to his niece. I was
Mm,
but a tiny. Nah, that doesn't make sense.
this guy.
Yeah. You are as I remember your pictures. I swore I would hunt down the monster that did this to you and the others.
Mm.
My
See?
my
Do you
my my,
believe us now?
my mother's brother.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And he looks sad and he nods.
Mm.
And he writes in a finger with a finger upon the other side of the glass of the mirror, if in fact he is contacting you from another realm. And he writes a backwards letter B and a letter A that looks the same, whether it's forward or backwards. But
Yeah.
we'll say it's in German. No, we'll say it's in Hebrew. He spells a word, and you all see as one letter. He starts the second letter, and halfway through it, the first one fades away. But you can easily
Mm.
and plainly see, without a doubt, that he has drawn a word in light across the mirror.
Mm.
And then he fades away, and she says a
Oh,
word in Hebrew, and then she says, basement.
oh, oh! Basement? There's a basement?
But where?
And then she notices that it is exceedingly cold in this bathroom, and she shivers a bit, draws her camouflage close around her.
Come
Ghosts will
out.
do that to you.
See? Do you believe us now? There's spirits. Your uncle must be trapped here too, and all we want to do is help him and the others that are trapped here because of the doctor. Let us help you, and you help us help you.